God has someone for you. Now, are you craving somebody? Are you delighting yourself in the Lord? Those go hand in hand. Because Psalm 37:4 tells us if we delight ourselves in the Lord, if we seek the Lord in everything that we do, if we choose to marry Jesus every single day, our desires are going to align with His. And if we're seeking Him first, we're delighting ourselves in Him, He is going to bring us the desires of our heart. So if you're delighting yourself in Him and you want somebody, God has someone for you. You just have to be patient and wait on His due and precious time. And the person that God has for you, the man or woman that God has for you, is not going to draw you farther away from Jesus. If you're falling in love with someone and you can feel them pulling you away from Jesus, that's not from God. If you're falling in love with someone and it's confusing, that's not from God, because God is not the author of confusion. The person that God has for you is going to help you, just as Eve helped Adam. That person God has for you is going to help you get closer to Jesus. And you're going to help them get closer to Jesus, not the other way around. Solomon tells us in Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 26, "And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, whose hands are fetters. He who pleases God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be trapped by her." If you're getting in with the wrong crowd, if you're not living righteously, this goes for men and women. If you're not living righteously, you can fall into the trap of being with a man or woman that Solomon tells us about. He tells us to fall into the wrong hands of the wrong woman or the wrong man. It is worse than death. So the person you're with right now, they might be that person. You've got to pray to God for that discernment. Is this the person, Lord, you want me to be with? Pray the prayer. Lord, if this is not the person you want me to be with, make it known to me. Take them out of my life. But if it is the person you want me to be with, flourish our relationship. Pray that prayer. Ask God to show you, is this the person He wants you to be with? And if you're single right now, pray for your future spouse. I pray for my future wife every day, for the Lord to protect her from men with bad intentions, to keep preparing her for me and keep preparing me for her. Pray for that person, because God has you someone. If you're craving someone, if you desire someone, because you're seeking His will, trust Him. He's got His perfect plan for your life. You just have to trust Him. Do not go falling in love with the wrong person. Do not go handing your heart out to just anybody, because we need to guard our hearts, because everything we know in life flows from it. God is love. He's got the perfect love story for you. You just have to trust Him. He has someone for you. And if you're someone who doesn't necessarily care, if you've got a boyfriend or a girlfriend, a fiance, husband or wife, then He may be calling you to a life of Paul, and He may not have someone for you. But if you're delighting yourself in the Lord, you are seeking the Lord's will for your life, you are trying to live as righteous as possible, you are chasing Jesus every single day, and you desire someone, God has someone for you. He promises us that. Take it to the bank. Psalm 37:4. Look it up. Keep seeking Him. Don't just seek Him to find somebody. Seek Him because He's your top priority. Only whenever you get your love and confidence from Jesus Christ will you be able to truly love the person He has for you, unconditionally, as Jesus loves us. He came and died on that cross for you. He knew every sin you would commit, and He still chose to die for you so you could spend eternity in heaven with Him. Praise His name. And whenever He brings that person to you, you will be able to praise His name, just you and Him, just you and her, for the rest of your life. God has someone for you. Just delight yourself in Him and let Him give you that desire. God bless.